Hello and welcome to another video from the Marketing Study Guide. In this video I'm going to have a look at why social class is considered to be a psychographic segmentation base when it's constructed from demographics. My name's Jeff and I'm a long-term marketing lecturer and practitioner. Okay, so as you know, that in most textbooks you'll see these main segmentation bases: geographic and demographic, psychographic, behavioral, sometimes benefits thought, and hybrid or combination. I've highlighted these two, demographics and psychographics, because we're going to have a look at social class. Now, demographics, as you probably know, are characteristics and measures of a population. They typically include age groups, family type, education, occupation, income, gender, ethnic background, etc. Now we use a combination of demographic factors to define social class. There are multiple ways of defining social class, but in terms of this approach, we often can use these three. I've grouped them separately: education, occupation, income, occupation. They tend to be used in combination. Sometimes occupation is actually used by itself as an indicator of social class, like a doctor or a manager or a shopkeeper or something. And sometimes these core demographics are added into possessions like wealth, where the person lives, the value of their house, and even types of things they have in their house, etc. So in combination there are various measures or indexes that can construct some allocation of the person to some sort of social class hierarchy. So I've got a very simple one there. So in consumer behavior and segmentation, these are all demographic ways of segmenting a market, and we can use them separately or in some sort of collection. But if we collect them and construct social class, that becomes a psychographic segmentation base. So why is that the case? Why has this become a different approach? Why does this reflect lifestyle? So this is a recap. Psychographics, they're ways of looking at people's lifestyles, attitudes, personalities, values, etc. To keep it simple, how people generally live, feel, think, and hence I've got this person there with all the things going on. And it's a helpful thing to understand people, what drives their life. Okay, and sometimes you'll see it in a textbook listed as lifestyle analysis, and it's often constructed around how people spend their time, things that they do, what they're interested in, and what their attitudes and opinions are, etc. So very quickly, a very simplistic look at social class, a little structure there, is a hierarchy. So this is the top, this is the bottom, and people tend to operate or mingle or group with each other within social classes. And I've got the word generally there. Obviously you can move around, but generally your friends and family, etc., are often from the same social class. So as a result, you end up with fairly distinctive and shared behaviors, views and things, because you're doing things together, you're spending time together, you're sharing information, you're sharing activities, etc. And the combination of all these things, as it said before, creates a lifestyle or a psychographic measure. So that means that each level, and there's different ways of structuring a hierarchy, and you could have more or less social classes. Within each, there's more distinctive lifestyles which are different. So people, in lower middle would have different activities, purchasing patterns than people in the upper middle, for example. Okay, so what's happening is we're using a combination of demographics. Okay, as I said, generally it's income, education, occupation, to define and measure a social class, to allocate people to where you fit in based on those demographics. And income combination, because you have a different occupation. You went to university, or you didn't go, or you work in a medical field, or you work in an office, or you work as a cleaner or a builder or a teacher. you are going to mix with different people and interact with different people. And those things are also going to define your income, which gives you more or less purchasing power. So you then start buying different brands because they're affordable or not affordable, or you can afford them, etc. So it drives your lifestyle. Okay, so that's pretty well in simple how it works. Plenty of other videos on segmentation targeting on YouTube, so please check them out, and good luck with your studies.